Yeah, or it's a sickness, probably. I don't know. It's like a compulsion, addiction, a sickness, and it's passion. It's, I guess that, yeah, it's just that. The only thing with me is, like, I don't want to be like, sound like a bitch, but it's like, I don't like the whole jail incarceration thing. I don't get it. Like, why me? Why me all the time? But I know they don't look at me as me now. They look at me as the kid that I was then, because they bring up this name that I'm labeled with, and I fucking hate it. You know what I mean? It's like, I hate that. It's like, yo, people don't understand. They bring it up, and I was telling the cops last time, like, you know, they'd be like saying, I was like, yo, dude, you're like a professional, you're an adult. Don't say that. That's like that's not real. That person you're talking about is not real. It's like Bigfoot or, you know, God, you know, like that. The Easter Bunny. That's what I compare it to. It's like $1 million van. It's not a real person. It never existed. You know, it doesn't exist. It's just not there. You know, so, but they do that because it's, you know, it's like a fucking, you know, it's just, it's like they got to name something and give it a fucking fucked up name. So that's what they do, and it's just kind of a joke. But I'm just like, it's just, I don't know, man. Like, what is it with, like, because if you send me to jail again, it's not gonna do anything. It's gonna make me worse. I'm gonna come out more fucked up in the head than I was all the other times. You know, because you don't come out okay. You come out fucked up. You're paranoid and shit. Like, you're never the same. You know, it's like, you don't have nothing that happen to you. It's just everything that happens around you affects you later on. Like, you know, because it's just, it doesn't affect you because you're immune to it. But, you know, it's just hard to explain. But, and that's what they understand. So that's not going to do anything. You know, it's just going to make it worse. It's just, yeah, okay, I'm going to be out off the street, but okay, I'll be back out. You know, in a short period of time. But I don't know, I'm just too old to want to do that shit anymore, you know.
What was going through your mind when you first got apprehended and it seemed like you were facing jail time, to when you were, you know, on the bus going up north and it's just you facing that alone?
Well,
what was going through your mind?
Oh, well, the first time, I got probation. They were trying to give me jail time when I was like 17. It was a little ridiculous. It was the first time I got arrested as, like, what you consider, you know, adult 16, go through central booking. So everything before that was my parents would pick me up or something, you know. So I really didn't understand it, and then I got probation, which was a trap. Really, they knew I was going to get rearrested. You know, they knew that, so they said, let's keep him on probation and give him community service. He's too young and he's too deep into this that, you know, he's just going to keep doing it, which I did. So I got arrested like a year or so later, and then they got to me with a felony, and then they indicted me. So I don't know none of that shit, what that means. We'll go to court, my brothers, and then I'm like, I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. And then we leave court, my brothers, I'm like, what? He's like, what does that mean? He's like, you know, it means you're going to prison, you know. I was like, no, what do you mean, like jail? He's like, no, prison, years. They're giving you years now. Like, it's like, what do you mean years? That's crazy. That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. He's like, yeah, they're giving you 1 to 3 years. That's 3 fucking years, no matter what. In the end, it's 3 years. You know, you got to deal with it, you know, inside or out. So I still didn't know, and I was going to court every month, and then eventually I understood, but I just had to take it, and then I went to court. I got sentenced, and I went, and then honestly, being in prison, it's like, I felt like I was on the moon. Like, it was just didn't make any sense to me. I was like lost, you know. It really was like the craziest shit. It just, from one day to the next, you still can't, like, wait, am I really, what am I doing here? And it's like, you know, like, and you with people at first, you with everybody at first, you know, when you go through the fucking reception jail, which was a maximum security one. So it's like, you got people that are hundreds of years, literally, like they're fucking never gonna come out. So it's kind of like, what is this? You know, I don't understand. It makes no sense. Even my counselor, when I got to my main facility, was, you know, she called me and 2 other dudes that came in that she had to see, she didn't meet yet. So she seen me, and she went to my camera. She said, "Oh, you first. I want to talk to you." So I get in the office, and she's like, "All right, tell me what you really did. Like, come on, do you light cars on fire and broke the windows? I'm gonna, you know, like a used car lot or a car lot." I'm like, "Nah, I wish I did, but I didn't." You know, and she's like, "It's really what it says." I'm like, "Yeah, it really is." I'm like, and she got really angry, you know, because she sees all the time all these, you know, even though this time it's a white kid, but usually it's a Puerto Rican or a black kid that could have been done something else to them, but they sent them to prison. Because she knows what's going to happen. Like, you're not going to come out of this okay, because this jail is, they're fucking crazy, and they're all young, you know what I'm saying? So they don't know how to act. They didn't know how to act before. They didn't learn how to act yet. They're not going to learn, you know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, so she was really upset with that, you know, because you know, it's kind of, she's like living in reality, and like everyone else, you know, threw me up, you know, up there, and it's like they don't. So it's like, I still don't understand it, you know. I understand that I don't want to go there, but, but that's, other than that, I don't understand it. It's just like, it's hard to explain when you can't, like, understand it yourself, You just, like, wake up, do whatever you can, keep yourself busy, go to sleep, wake up. And that's all I did, Other people just, like, laying around, like, fucking bummed. I don't know how to do it, like vegetables and shit. I can't, I don't know. I think that's a little harder. Time just stops.
This was a segment from DESA MTA's interview. The full episode is available on our Patreon. We have episodes from graffiti writers DESA, Mike Iraq, Bat, Ola, Cash 4, Host 18, XSM, Les YKK, Wayne COD, Dual RIS, and Sake. Members also gain access to Z and I speaking on a range of topics from martial arts, conversations with our close friends, graffiti, mental health, and the world as a whole. Members can message us anything they wish to speak on or suggestions for upcoming episodes, and can opt to join our product tier, where we send out products like silver mops, sticker packs, photo books, prints, and zines to our members every month. Infinite thank you to everybody who supports the show in any way.